And we're back with yet another XRP update. You are all familiar with the Peepo Coin channel. You guys are truly great. You two are incredibly loving every single day. Keep on helping, and with these upgrades, your boy has you covered. According to White House crypto czar David Sachs, July will be a significant month when a bill pertaining to clarity and genius is signed into law and sent to the Senate. Overall, the cryptocurrency markets are currently showing a lot of green, and it's always good to see some double-digit gainers achieve a 14% increase. Is it likely that the second half will begin on a particularly good note? Because all things considered, we still haven't witnessed nearly as much excitement as we did at the start of the year. That would be something, of course. A lot of people are waiting for that, and we can actually see that things are gradually but steadily heating up. When compared to a valuation of $125.7 billion in the 24-hour trading volume at roughly $2.6 billion, the current price of XRP is 2.13 ETH, up 1.4% in USD and 1% in Bitcoin. Before we continue, though, let me just quickly clarify that nothing on this channel is financial advice. Always conduct your own research and due diligence before making a cryptocurrency investment. Breaking. Before running for office in 2024, I became interested in cryptocurrency and owned Bitcoin, according to President Trump. He says China will do this if America doesn't. After regulation, US-based cryptocurrency will benefit greatly from bullish XRP, HBAR, and other factors. As a result, Donald Trump has publicly acknowledged that he owned Bitcoin. You're right, you have heard that. In fact, he owned Bitcoin prior to his 2024 campaign. And now he understands why he has been promoting cryptocurrency for so long. He had been focusing a lot on cryptocurrency even during his campaign, which has benefited the markets more than you may imagine. And the crypto scene has evolved significantly since he entered the picture. There will be a lot more regulatory clarification soon. Some significant pivots are taking place. And all of it is because of the thorough restructuring and the President of the United States endorsement of this new, developing technology. And that's really beginning to happen with full force. Now let's have a look at this. Wow, no hood and no coin, says Raoul Pal. RKLB is a coin-based stock that is currently going vertical, and all of the RV Pro portfolio was added to all of the calls at the April low. Thus, these are his personal calls once more. I'm not sure, I clearly don't follow. And I don't belong to that cause, exclusive group, or whatever it is. I'm attempting to make that point. However, Tesla is probably going to follow. Crypto is the next stage. The spigot of liquidity is open and wide. Basically, he's saying that you're beginning to see businesses that are based on cryptocurrency and that Robinhood isn't necessarily offering everything. A few more services as well. However, this only serves to highlight how popular these assets are becoming on the stock side of the market. He is essentially suggesting that cryptocurrency might be the next big thing. And from the perspective of opportunity, I completely concur. It's astounding to consider how many altcoins are currently trading very close to their bear market zone. And it clearly demonstrates where, given the current state of domination, we're on the right track. Naturally, the dominance is currently at roughly 66%, which indicates that there is a lot of money invested in Bitcoin in particular at the moment. But it also indicates the direction of things. That turning point would be when the dominance began to wane. Furthermore, dominance may begin to wane following the FOMC rate decrease, but in my view, this is unavoidable. Going forward, consider this. XRP will re-enter the US markets and acquire significant institutional momentum once Ripple settles with the SEC and the Genius Act is approved concurrently. All of these factors together will influence its pricing and draw significant institutional funding. What if we claim that it was already taking place in front of our eyes? Naturally, we have already discussed this on multiple occasions in Canada. The 3iQ XRP spot ETF, which has, in my opinion, transformed the game in Canada, is undoubtedly a turning point that helps us realize that this will happen sooner rather than later. However, in terms of gaining institutional support, what if I asserted once more that the floodgates are opening and even that is already taking place? As you may have noticed, A number of huge corporations around the world have come out with XRP, and they are really raising money to keep XRP on their balance sheet to hold it. Naturally, given that everyone is speculating about the 1,700 NDAs, what might it actually be? Since some of these items have gone public, may that have already occurred? Which naturally leads us to question the true purpose of those NDAs. Let's proceed. In contrast to macro cycles, BlackRock sees 2025 as a year of positioning around macro transition. In 2025, a slight rate drop is anticipated. Be prepared for the banana zone once the rate decreases and Jerome Powell's Federal Reserve starts printing again. Before the rate cut, this change will probably be priced in. Whoa, that's a big claim. Please share your thoughts with me in the comments section below. However, when Saturday approaches, let's examine the cost. Of course, it's Friday at the moment. However, when you look at Bitcoin's supremacy, it stands at 65.75%. In fact, a few hours ago, we reached 66%. Thus, it continues to exhibit great strength. If you're looking at Bitcoin, it's at 106,800 right now, which is a very critical support line that is nearly 800. 2 days ago, I discussed with you all the possibility of going down to the support. Given that we did retest 118,400, the next support level we are now holding is that, but we are currently seeing a slight cool-off. That's it, but Bitcoin appears to be doing very well. Dominance is about to break again in New Year Lehigh, where it did just a few hours ago after seeing a slight reversal. We must take things one step at a time, but altcoins are still trailing the larger market in the long run. However, if you're looking at XRP, it's still within the 38-point range to the Fibonacci retracement level, which is really wonderful. I know that not many people pay much attention to this because they want to see the price soar, but this is really nice. You cannot deny this. The fact that we are still in this position speaks for itself. Please share your thoughts with me below.